The third and last normal form that we cover in this class is third normal form. I am Bob Dust, Associate Professor at Reynolds Community College. A transitive property says that if A determines B, and if B determines C, then A also determines C. For example, a student has one advisor with the primary key of advisor ID. So we can say that student ID determines advisor ID. The advisor ID determines the advisor's name. So given a student ID, we can determine one and only one name for that student's advisor. Given the student ID of 101, we know that student's advisor is Sue. A table is in third normal form if it is first and second normal form and if it has no transitive properties. Student ID is the determinant for student name and advisor ID. Given a student ID of 101, we get one and only one value for student name, Mary, and advisor ID 301. Advisor ID 301 is the determinant for the advisor's name. Therefore, advisor name is a transitive property of student ID. Yes, we do get only one value for the advisor's name given a student ID of 101, but what determines the advisor's name is the advisor ID, not the student. In other words, I do not need to know who the student is to determine the advisor's name. Transitive properties cause several problems. For example, redundant data. Here we store the advisor name multiple times. For every student we store the advisor's name again. We have inconsistent data. For example, look at advisor ID 301. Is the advisor's name Sue or Alice? We don't know, we can't tell. And we have missing data. We have an advisor named Bob who has no students to advise yet. And with this design, we have nowhere to store Bob's name. So with transitive properties, we have redundant data, inconsistent data, and missing data. To solve the problem of having a table not being in third normal form, we identify and select the transitive attributes. In this case, it's the advisor's name, and we remove them from the table. We then create another table called advisor, and we store the advisor ID as the primary key and the name of the advisor in that table. And that is all there is to third normal form.